Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options, and this is the morning market preparation video for April 13th, 2018. Well, happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to the first day of second quarter earnings as we get things kicked off with a bunch of bank earnings this morning to start it off. Analysts are expecting really good results out of our big banks and actually expecting a strong earnings season. So I'm actually a little bit hopeful that this may finally reduce some of this ugly flip-flopping we've been doing in the market and actually return some edge to those of us who are swing traders and technical stock pickers. Because we can finally calm down and maybe pick a direction. I really don't care which direction we go, just that we can calm down and pick a direction and stop whipping with such extreme moves every single day. So yesterday we had a solid move up. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closing up almost 300 points. It slipped just a little bit there at the end of the day, but we closed up right at the downtrend line, right at a point where it's going to be critical we move through and get some follow through. And so far this morning, we have just a little bit of follow through showing up in the futures. Not a lot, but so far this morning, we have a little bit of follow through, and that would be really nice to see. A little bit of a calmer day, a little bit of deliberate price action to follow through. However, we still have a lot to deal with. There's plenty of hurdles that we're going to have to cross if we're going to get a rally going. First, we need to deal with the 50-day moving average here on the diamonds. It's dropping pretty significantly. So we need to get up there, challenge that, hold on to that area, and hopefully break through. Now, normally, 50-day moving average isn't something you just slice through and never look back. Normally, we'll break through and have some pullback, some consolidation, some sideways price action. It can be a little bit volatile around that, but hopefully we can at least challenge it and start to turn that 50-day moving average, flatten it out and start turning it back up. It's yet to be seen, but there is still a lot of overhead resistance that we have to deal with here in the market. Also keep in mind, this 25,000 level has served to be kind of a challenging place for the market. And if we could reclaim that and hold above 25,000, that would certainly psychologically improve the market pretty significantly. So we got some work to do. We have minefields out here that we're going to have to tread carefully as we move through here, and we still have the overhanging, political uncertainty, the potential conflict in Syria that will be weighing pretty heavy on the market's mind as we go into the weekend. So kind of keep that in mind. I wouldn't expect just a rip-roaring day, but hopefully it's one of those days that finally starts to resolve some of this very fast back and forth price action and puts swing traders back into the driver's seat of picking good quality stocks and having an edge in doing it. Let's take a look at the SPY here real quick. SPY, same scenario, rallying up into this price resistance zone, rallying up toward that 50-day moving average. So again, we could defeat this downtrend line, but still have some work to do to actually get up through that 50-day moving average. So hopefully today is the start of a recovery. That's what I would like to see, but I'm not predicting that. And I will say that I'm hopefully optimistic that that's what we'll see today. In the Qs, we have a fairly significant price resistance right here to deal with, as well as that 50-day moving average. So we still have some work here to do as well, but a little bit of follow through this morning would be wonderful. If they can hold that throughout the day, that would be a beautiful thing. And IWM has been surprisingly strong compared to the other indexes. And IWM running into this resistance up here yesterday and stopping, but we are above the 50-day moving average. So any little consolidation here, any little pullback that brings in a buy signal could be a good buy signal to take the small cap index right on back up to this downtrend line. If it continues to show this kind of strength, that would be nice to see. Definitely nice to see. Hey, let's take a look at the VIX. The VIX finally made a decisive move yesterday lower. We've been chopping around this zone as we've been flipping back and forth, and it made a decisive move lower, breaking this trend line just barely, but breaking this uptrend line, and looking like we could move lower to test this support level. And you can see that will be a very important place. We need to see that support level break down. That would certainly start to improve the volatility of the market and give us back a little bit more control. Hopefully, stop some of the big whips. Now, I do expect during earnings we're still going to see significant market gaps. That's typical in earnings season, and we'll continue to see relatively fast price action, but it will be mostly directed toward individual stocks, and hopefully we will stop this big daily whip in the overall indexes. That would calm things down a lot, probably help traders and investors kind of come back to the market and start picking up some stock, and that would certainly start to improve things. Let's take a look at T21 22. T21 22 is that 4-week new high, new low ratio. Notice that we are up here significantly high, but we have more room to go. So if we grind up here, and I don't, when the market finally picks a direction, it normally doesn't move with the speed that we have seen here lately with these big whips. It calms down a little bit. And if we can move up toward this upper range, maybe challenge those 50-day moving averages, and then put in a consolidation or a rest or a moderate pullback, we could be in a lot better situation for the market. So let's hope some cooler heads begin to prevail. The market starts to calm. Now, we still have, like I said before, we still have the risk of that Syrian conflict that could toss a monkey wrench into all of this. All that political uncertainty can move us very, very quickly. So keep that in mind. We still have to be prepared for anything. That means planning your trades carefully. That means being focused on the size of your trades, making sure you're not overly risking or over trading this market. I would expect if we do start to recover, a little bit of choppiness, a little bit of sideways action could occur. But that usually gives us an opportunity, if we pick those good quality stocks, we can still make some really good money in a sideways market. So keep that in mind. Hey, everyone, I want to wish you, I almost forgot. On the economic calendar today, we have consumer sentiment and the job openings report. They're both expected to pull back just slightly, but continue to show amazing strength. The last consumer sentiment number was a 14-year high. So holding very, very strong. And the jobs report is expected to show a little bit of a decline in job openings, but still just incredibly strong as jobs continue to be in demand out there. Employers looking for folks, and that's the struggle right now, is finding qualified people to fill those slots. Also keep in mind we have 3 Fed speakers today. I don't expect them to move the market. All attention will be on these earnings, and hopefully those bulls will follow through. On that earnings calendar, again, we have Citibank, we have Wells Fargo, we have JP Morgan, we have PNC Financial, all reporting this morning. So a lot of big banks reporting this morning. After the market closed today, there isn't much going on after the market close. So we get through this morning open. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of energy to follow through and push higher. Hey everyone, I want to wish you a fantastic weekend. And if this is the first time you've seen this video, please do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, and also click on the follow me button if you happen to be watching this on Facebook. Click those thumbs up buttons, drop a comment if you feel like the video is worth it, and please always feel free to share this with friends and family. I believe preparation is far more important than luck, and if you find this video to be helpful in helping you prepare for the day, that is my goal. So I want to wish you all a fantastic day, a great weekend, and I will talk to you all very soon, Monday morning. Take care, everyone.